And I'm sure all parties across the chamber rightfully support steps to ensure animal welfare standards are being met, and always happy to declare an interest as the owner of a lovely 2-year-old Glenavon Terrier. And so really important that we have the right animal welfare standards in place, and certainly echo the words mentioned in terms of the vital role that animal sanctuaries play in facilitating animals and giving them a safe environment to live in for a time. We do know, though, Minister, that a lot of the work in terms of ensuring the regulations are kept to are undertaken by local council officers, and as and when there's more regulation put in place, that puts more work on already stretched budgets within local authorities to support the enforcement of those regulations. So, Minister, what discussions are you having with local authorities to understand what those current budget pressures are to enforce existing regulations, and what discussions are you having with them to understand what those pressures might be in the future with further regulations as well?
I mentioned in my previous answer to Tom Gifford that the Welsh Government had funded a project with local authorities. It's a 3-year project which we began as part of our work around bringing legislation forward in relation to banning third-party sales of dogs and cats, which I brought in a few weeks ago. So we have funded that project, working with local authorities to see what the barriers were, because I think it doesn't always need legislation, does it? And we certainly wanted to see what those barriers were. And funding was clearly a barrier. So we funded the project, which I think has now really helped local authority enforcement officers be able to keep up with the latest statutory guidance, for instance. You know, they've had additional training. And I have to say they've been, a very good partner in bringing these guidelines forward.
Question